Hi, I'm
How are
Mary
you,
Kay
Mary
from
Kay?
Country Music Matters. I'm fine, thank you. We welcome the Kentucky boys, Jericho Woods. We got Josh, Paul, Dustin, Jory, and Stan. Welcome.
Heck yeah. Country music does matter.
It does.
Even to people in California.
I know. All right. That's enough. So, how did you guys get to where you're at now?
Well, that's a.
What all started
you want to
this,
put that in 10
this
seconds?
mess?
I'd been in another band, and they had all been in different formations of different groups. And about 2.5 years ago, I called Paul, who's my cousin, and said, "Man, I want to cut some songs, and I want you to play on it." Dustin had been in the first band I was ever in, Roommate. Long time ago, we played like Foo Fighters and Smashing Pumpkins and stuff. So we called him, and there's been some different members over the years, but the three of us were kind of the initial core, and we finally arrived at Jory. I taught high school for a long time, and he was a student whenever I taught at his high school. Yeah, I know. He's
What are you,
amazing.
10?
Me? 25.
It means I'm significantly older than him.
We put some Just for Men on his peach fuzz.
Mascara. I used to have my
no.
sideburns back in the day, but
90210 sideburns.
oh yeah, oh
And
yeah.
you're admitting that on camera?
Hey, we got no secrets.
Open book.
Open book.
But yeah, so we started playing out, and it was working, we were all kind of at a place in our life where at least the three of us, like I said, they're babies, but I'd been working as a teacher for 10 or 12 years. Paul had been in radio for a long time, and Dustin had been running a studio. It's kind of like, if we're going to do this music thing, and it's time to get off the pot, you know what I mean? So we dove in, and now we're all like, look, this is what we do. No more of the side job and music. We're all in. And then we added Jory, kind of about halfway through.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
And then Stan, he played with another group called Sunday Best, and we were able to coax him away from them. And we really feel like we're it's taken a long time to kind of get to this place where we are. We've had a lot of hiccups and speed bumps, but it was like this is like things are starting to really kind of click at the right time with the right group of guys, with the right group of songs, and to use the engine analogy, everything's kind of firing on all cylinders. So
You guys have the mix of the country Muscle Shoals sound. That has been such an influence with a lot of artists through the years. How big of that is for you guys?
well, I mean, who didn't record at
Yeah.
at Fame or at Muscle Shoals that we don't listen to?
One of the first time Josh and I ever got together, we sat around all evening talking about how much we love Ada Peach and how much we love the Allman Brothers. And of course, Dwayne's session work at Muscle Shoals was big to us. And we didn't know we were a country band. We're just an American music band. So
Yeah. Well, and even still, it's like even the stuff that we're doing, production-wise, they're producing the songs to fit into a country radio format, but the music is still what it is. It's got a big, clean, huge sound, so that it'll sound big on the radio, but it still sounds like us. So we're pretty happy about it, and it's about damn time.
So you've been compared to like the sound of Johnny Cash and Buck Owens, and how hard is that to I know it's an honor, but do you feel like a little pressure there? Or can you still incorporate that but still be yourself?
Well, here, I would say it's not completely accurate. We probably have like I feel like we channel Cash as far as like our attitude and our approach. I mean, we've been very, up to this point, and even still, we're independent. We're doing everything pretty much ourselves. We have a really good team of people that work with us, but it's still, we're still the ones doing the work. The thing about Buck was that he was just he was on the outside of country music. We still consider ourselves not mainstream country because it does have all those southern influences, and you would think that would make it more country, but it really doesn't. Now you need to have urban influences now sometimes to fit into country radio, but kind of like what Zach did with kind of infusing where you can do a song that has a train beat and sounds bluegrassy, or you can do a big rock song and it's okay because it still all works. So our comparison to those guys would be just kind of like the outsiders.
And I think with the Buck thing too, Buck and Don enunciated harmonies.
Yep.
We're into that.
Yeah.
Well, out in Bakersfield by us, there's the Buck Owens Crystal Palace.
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys been there?
We haven't been to California
Get
yet.
to play Buck's Crystal Palace.
That place is phenomenal.
We're gonna stay at your house.
Come on.
And
We have room. I
you
got
go.
a pool.
Oh God.
We're there.
just get us a couple shows lined up. We'll make our way.
I've got an Indiana cousin living in Bakersfield now too.
Do you?
Yes, and he's from Corden.
Oh, wow. Bakersfield is different.
Yep.
But but that palace is just something. If you ever get an opportunity, you will be just to walk around it. Even if you're going through there, going somewhere to stop, just to see the history and the memorabilia there is just breathtaking.
I probably listen to more California country.
There's a lot out there.
Win Stewart.
Still now.
Well, the burritos and
we're into great.
All right, we're done here.
you don't like Burrito Brothers?
That's it.
I like the personality more than I like the music.
I know. Somebody's got to like them.
I'm about to cry over here. I was looking at my next kid, Graham Parsons. Well, we do kind of come from the Birds version of country, I think. Sweetheart of the Rodeo was an album that was always in my house as a child. My dad's a Birds guy, and I think we may be the second or third generation of that, of what that is.
They're nice, pretty, big songs.
Cosmic American music.
American music.
And we thought all rock bands have fiddles because we were talking before. We're from that part of Kentucky where we're almost in Indiana, so we're Mellencamp kids.
That's my era.
Good stuff.
So, how did your debut album, Same Old Dirt, come around? How did the process? Who got that going?
We probably played. We wrote for 6 or 7 months and played those songs for about a year, and then we recorded those at Dustin's studio. We were lucky. We had a graphic designer in the band. We had a radio guy in the band. We had a recording engineer in the band. So we were able to just kind of do it all.
That's why you pick these guys, and you have to pay extra.
Well, we took care of everybody, but it was just coincidence. That's what everybody did. So but that also was it was all homespun, and we were able to keep it independent we still do all the work. So probably just because we want to more than because we have to. But that album was just kind of. It was the culmination of that first year and a half of playing and trying to getting it down because people needed something. They wanted to take something home. This new record is it's been a totally different process because we've had a producer. We've been tracking in Nashville. We wrote songs like weeks before instead of playing them for a year and. Which I'm kind of glad because producers they want to say do this and why don't you try this, and I don't think I could have done that on songs that are burned in your brain. Yeah. So it was a different process, but it's kind of cool and it's fresh, and those songs are still really new to us. Like we can't even play most of them out yet because they're so new. We still need to rehearse them and practice them, but I don't know. We're prolific. We've got tons of songs and.
Is it really, really, how hard is it to decide what to put on your albums?
Really hard. Again, it's kind of nice to have somebody say, well, let's do these songs. Because we went to them with like 20 songs. It was like, what? And we did some co-writes and stuff too. And that's kind of the Nashville way now too. Get us. That's just more people in your camp that are pulling for what you did. If you're willing to kind of share some of the ownership of the product, then you've got more people that are pushing it, and I think that's. We talk a lot about the end game. Like, what is your end game? Do you want to be an artist who starves to death because you're holding to this thing, like this is my thing and I'm not going to share it, or do you want to be a part of a community and kind of be willing to stay true, but kind of share the wealth and share the experience. And Nashville is a tricky place.
Do you guys live here in Nashville?
Nah.
Okay, that's right. You got the tattoo. You don't even
Well,
live here. You got
here's
the
the
Indiana
thing.
too.
Here's the thing. They don't get to work till like 10 o'clock Central Time. So by the time I'm already like when we come down, we've already been up for 3 hours and had a pot of coffee and sitting there waiting on them. We can get up with the sun.
Farm boy time is different than Nashville office time.
Yeah.
Cost of living wise, we could be here every day if we need to.
Yeah.
Be here in 2 hours.
Yeah.
And, so we're lucky. We wouldn't have had this much success if we lived in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Geographically, we were right here, and all of us had enough experience in former music stuff, and other endeavors. We still had a lot of connections, and we're able to kind of make it happen.
So what's up for the rest of the year in the future?
Well, we're hoping this EP will be out in the next couple months. We're finishing that up. Actually, going to do some tracking tonight. Better Now is going to be the lead single.
I'm smiling so hard you can't see my eyes. I'm a happy guy.
It's kind of got a petty kind of thing going on. So we got some 12-string jangly on there, but it's it's probably the most mature, like kind of like it's just a good sound, and we've played a lot of stuff over the last couple of years, and it kind of all funneled into this. So that's what's going on. We're hoping that it'll be out soon and it'll chart like the last one did, and we'll keep doing well.
Well, thank you, Jericho Woods. We've enjoyed it.
Thank
Great
you.
success. Enjoy your CMA Fest.
Oh yeah, good
And
time.
we'll keep an eye on what you're up to.
All right,
Thank you.
love you, baby.
You too.